Whoop. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi Iris, if you don't know, and I'm coming back here after a long time with some updates on the past season and the next season. This is a life update basically, but it will have a lot of interesting information regarding faith walk, regarding walking with Jesus, regarding listening to his voice when he guides you and letting you transformed in his image. A lot of things, and little surprise update at the end if you watch till the end. So you probably noticed I've been a little bit absent on YouTube for the past 3 years. I was way more active before 2021, and this is because, I don't know if you know, if I haven't made it clear, but 2021 I moved back to my home country in Romania, and I knew it was a season of hiding, of restoration, and of preparation. And the funny thing is that I knew in my spirit that when the time comes, God will send me someone from the outside to let me know the time has come. And the time has indeed come. 10 years ago, the Lord called me into a healing ministry. That was 10 years ago. He didn't give me all the details. I waited 7 years to get details, and he gave me more details after 7 years, so 3 years ago. And I knew that he will let me know when the time comes. And he kind of told me in my spirit to not go chase after prophetic words, because in my situation, he will send me people to tell me what I need to hear for the next couple of years, you know. And he just sent me, like, not even people with prophetic gifts, like actual prophets. This is what's gonna happen. And it takes a couple of years until you see things starting moving in the physical or in the spirit, but it's just like one prophetic word and it's powerful, and then he leaves you with nothing for like a decade. That's God. Why? I'm telling you, it's not just a life update. You're gonna learn a lot from this video. If you have a calling, and God has plans for you, and you know that, and he told you that, he confirmed you that several times through the prophets, or inside first and then through prophets, you know that when he does that, he purposely doesn't give you that many confirmation unless you're, like, you know, in the world, not caring, not really listening to what he said. So you need like 3-4 confirmations. But for people that when he wants to grow the faith of people, the Bible says God speaks once and we hear twice. Because if he speaks once and you grab hold of what he said, and nobody around you can confirm it, it's just you and him and that seed grows. And this is how faith grows, because faith is you just have tiny bit to hold on to, and it grows your faith. If you have more and more, the more confirmation you need, that means your faith is lower. When you don't need confirmations, your faith is high. This is deep what I'm saying. When you need confirmations, your faith is low. And when you don't need confirmations, your faith is high. So for me, he told me a tiny bit of a sentence 10 years ago. He told me one sentence 10 years ago. And because I was Baptist, I didn't really had any prophetic words in my life, in my childhood. I wrote that sentence down. I wrote the date, I wrote the hour, I wrote the circumstance. It was a special date. It was my parents' wedding anniversary. And every year on that date, I was celebrating the anniversary of when God first spoke to me. And I have been faithful, and he has shown favor and faithfulness to me because I believed. So now it's 10 years later, and I knew that when the time comes, he will send me some. Either prophet from another country, either my husband will pick me up from Romania. I've been in Romania for the past 3 years, but I knew in my heart that the way he has been preparing me is not for Romania. And so I was waiting for the time, and here it comes. Not so long ago, came to me a prophet from the Netherlands who said this: the Lord calls you believer. You have heard, you have believed, you have believed, you have heard. Your ears were not shut. You will step out into these bold waters and do what the Lord has led you to do. You know what it is. You are not at home here. This is not where you should be. Go back to where you should be and bring glory to the name of the Lord. This is what you're supposed to be doing, not hiding. You will cross seas and you will cross borders, and the Lord will be with you. There's that thing that's stopping you, but no, you go right on. No, there's a whole army behind you. You are not stopped there. Don't wait. Don't stop. The time has come for you now. You have been faithful. You have believed and you have heard. Europe needs you. Europe needs you. And I'm sharing this because it is time for me to go back to Europe. And the season of hiding in Romania is over. And I've been waiting for this for so long. I've been waiting to see like how this makes sense. Why do I speak fluent French? What's the purpose? And what I've told you here is nothing compared to what he told me and what he wants me to do. And it's very scary. It's very scary. But the time has come. And I have to obey, because when you obey, the Lord honors obedience. And you will prosper in your family, in your relationships. I'm not yet married for a reason, but the Lord has a plan. That's what I've been told. Just obey. Everybody has a calling. Everybody God gave everyone a calling and a plan. The Lord has a plan for your life. Will you obey to the cost of, letting behind everything you thought was home and it's not, and you thought it was home and it was not? Would you let behind? Because it does have a cost. It's not free. It's not free. Salvation is free. Salvation is free indeed to anyone who believes. But being a Moses and being an Esther has a price. Your life is at stake. Do you think Moses wanted to go get back the Israelites from Egypt? You think he wanted to do that? He didn't. He clearly didn't. Because you don't want to do it. It needs a lot of surrender. It needs a lot of dying to self every single day. Why? Shall I not live a comfortable life? Why? Because seeing God's glory on earth and not wasting your life and fulfilling His plan and knowing this is His plan, I want to be part of it, and at a cost of my life. Of course, it needs minimum 10 years of preparation, especially if you're called in healing. Minimum 10 years for healing, minimum. And that's also because you need time to process it and accept and surrender, because no, it's not fun, and no, it's not funny, and no, it's not easy, and no, I don't want to do it. He's not forcing you. You have free will. But when the Holy Spirit lives in you, you just cannot live for yourself anymore. And so, it is so beautiful how He orchestrates things. When He calls, I could do a whole nother testimony about it. When He calls you in a direction, He finances it. He brings people to you. He brings mentors. He brings guidance. He detaches you from the past. And I've really wanted to settle here. I've really wanted to settle here and tried my best to do so. But at some point, the vision got blurred and it got stuck, and I wouldn't see myself here either. But I really wanted to stay. Made a lot of plans, been in business, had my car registered here, but when the Lord speaks, and it makes so much sense now. So, all this to say in this video as an update that starting autumn, I'll be doing a Bible school in Europe, in Central Europe. This school, the Lord told me about this school a year and a half ago, and I didn't listen, because I was like, I'm not going back to Europe. I didn't listen, and now He's back at it again, like, you're gonna do this school, sent me all the needs necessary, and I felt led to ask you guys, anyone watching, if you want to sew or help me finance this school. It's not a lot, but I do believe that if it's God's will, He will place it on people's heart, and like, money will come. Money is not an issue. Like, I don't even base my decision off money anymore. I used to be very, very, very career oriented, money oriented, scared to spend money. I was a big planner in the past. But the Lord makes you what you're not. The Lord transforms you into something you're not. And I became like a free spirit. I don't know. Like, making decisions not based on money. And I'm like, Naomi? Is this Naomi? Is this the old Naomi? No, it's not the old Naomi. And now I know, because my faith grew, and I know that He actually finances it when He wants you to do something. So, but financing it doesn't mean waiting for you know, money to fall from the sky. It can also mean telling people you have this on your heart, you know, telling your parents, telling your mentors, telling you have this, and God will put it on people's heart. So I'm not here to ask for money or anything, but if God puts it on your heart to support this Bible school that I'm doing, it's called Revival School, and in parallel with that, I'm gonna do a healing institute. So it's related to my calling, and I was prophesied over that the Lord will lead me to strategic places where I will meet destiny, kingdom partnerships, kingdom mentors, and I have to obey and listen when I hear something. So it's been 1.5 years that I'm hearing about this school, so I want to go. I have to go. There's no other way. I have to go, otherwise it won't let me. So whether you know, this fund me campaign works or not, I'm gonna go. But I will put my link, my PayPal link, in the description. Probably I'll make a GoFundMe link, but I'm not sure. I just put my PayPal is easier, or Revolut. And if you feel it to sow anything, may the Lord bless you 7 times fold more than you donate. If that happens, let me know in the comments. I pray the Lord blesses you, because those who give, the Lord blesses them and multiplies their giving. It's how kingdom works. It's how kingdom finances work. So I don't even need much. I probably need like $1,000, and that's it. But I was like, if it's God's willing, He will give me that $1,000. And yeah, aside from that, another update is I'm finishing a counseling course. For the past 1 year, I've been doing a Christian counseling course, and it has a very different approach than other courses that you can find. So I'm launching with that counseling sessions. So if you want to book a counseling session, I'll put an email down below, and it can happen via Skype or Zoom, but I think Skype. And I'll put more detail down below. This is also a way to support me if you want. You know, this will help, and all the money, of course, will go towards like the Bible school, the traveling to get there. I'll be living with my parents, which are in Europe, and yeah, that's enough details. So this course that I've been doing, let me just tell you, it tackles the family origins, like the way you were born and raised, and how that can impact your future relationships, character structures. I will help you find your character type, and how your character, like your needs, plus needs and downfalls of your character, and how your structure of character is. We also tackle how to correct your lifestyle, and we basically reach that by asking like very strategic questions, not about your past, because this approach is different, because it's not like past focused. So we will not dig into your past, because if you dig into your past, you're never gonna end the cycle, like why and why this and why this happened and why that. So what we do is we look at the future, look at the potential, we look at where you want to go, what God is calling you. We look at the future. God calls people and makes something beautiful out of nothing. So your past doesn't matter. It has to be dealt with. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna help change the lifestyle that you've adopted badly because of your past maybe, but we will mainly look at the future and your objectives in the future to be able to change that lifestyle. So coming out of like instability, insecurity, managing feelings, and the healing of the personality. So we we tackle the body, soul, spirit, the three elements of the human as being a whole, and if one is broken, it affects the other two. So, short summary, that's how it's done. But we have a specific way of tackling and a specific way of handling like a session. So if you're interested in a coaching 101, definitely drop me a message or an email. You can find me on Instagram too. You can message me there or via email, and we can I can share you the fees and we can talk more, you know. So that was the update. Very exciting. Finally it's happening. And it's been a fruitful 3 years in Romania. 3 years in Romania, but the time has come. 3 is very significant, the number 3. Very excited. Also, I'm going to Paris with Youth with a Mission next week, a week from now. That also may have needed finances, but Lord took care of that. And now I need for the next season. But yeah, we'll keep you posted with more teachings or videos and faith walk. And yeah, sorry I've been absent I've been like on and off for the past 3 years, and I can't guarantee anything, but I'm occasionally sharing updates because exciting things are coming. Yeah, God bless. See you in the next video.